there fully. And our mind is always on the next thing. It's like, I have to move to the next thing, and I have to go to the next place, and I have to achieve the next thing. I have to get this promotion, or I have to get married. And when we get married, then it's I have to have children. And then when we have children, we have to get them educated. And also in our days sometimes. So very rarely do we get uh, glimpses of just being in the moment. And sometimes our whole life can pass us by just waiting for the next moment, waiting for the next thing, and really forgetting to just savor every little moment that we're in, and missing out on the subtleties of life, in the search for the big fireworks. There's so many little subtleties. And today I just want to invite you on your Sunday to really savor each moment and be present wherever you are fully, and notice whenever your mind is going to the next thing, and just really enjoy. And in our practice today, just really be with yourself and be in this moment and be here. Drop the burden of the past, drop the burdens of the future, drop the excited anticipation of the future, and just rest in this present moment, because this is the moment that's alive. And actually, it's very, you know, it seems very technical that you have to bring yourself back and you have to learn how to be present. But it's really not like that, because it's really our natural state, to know how to be present and to know how to enjoy life in each moment and to savor each moment as it comes. And if you remember, if you just go back to your childhood, maybe you've had many glimpses when you were a child. So it's a feeling of a very familiar feeling of being present, being where you are fully. And maybe when you were little, maybe when you were running on the beach, sitting in a forest, sitting with a friend, playing with sand. These are moments where you've experienced just really being, and just being where you are fully. And in that moment, it can be quite peaceful and quite wonderful, and also quite alive, because then you're open to life fully. So it's not something new that we have to learn, actually. That's a big mistaken assumption. It's something that's very much a state of who we are. And all we need to do is remember. And that's why the word mindfulness, one of the meanings comes from a word in Sanskrit, which is smriti, which means remembrance. You just have to remember, So I wish I had remembered that moment when to just sit and pause at the table and then move instead of trying to move to the next thing. I would have enjoyed a nice masala dosa. All right. So let's get to practice and make yourself comfortable. You can choose to sit if you like, in a sitting posture. And if you're sitting down, and if you have a little cushion, then if you can keep it just below your spine, it can be quite helpful to support your spine while you're sitting. And if you want on a chair, if you want to keep your feet down, that's good. Try not to cross your legs like this. You can keep your feet down like this, hands on your knees, hands open. And some of you who might prefer to lie down, I know some of you are maybe unwell. So if you feel like lying down, then please feel free to do so as well. Any kind of posture is welcome. After all, the Buddha said we must practice mindfulness in different postures, while we're standing, while we're lying down, while we're sitting, while we're walking. Okay, so take a moment, make yourself comfortable. Today we'll divide the practice into a little breathing exercise, just a nice breath cleanse to help you become more present, to help you ease a little bit. And the second practice we move into will be a little bit of meeting yourself kind of practice. So quite often, sometimes when we pause to just be with ourselves, things that we've ignored may sort of come up. Wounds that we've ignored or difficulties that we're facing may surface. And sometimes that can be quite overwhelming and we don't know what to do with it. And right now there's a lot of woundedness in the collective psyche. So in our practice today, we will meet those wounds in a way that can feel safe and in a way that can be healing as well. And very often, I think we're so used to going away from what's difficult. Buddha calls it aversion. So anything that's tough or hard, it's easier to get away from it, and it's easier to simply do something else, like watch TV or eat or uh, just involve yourself in something else. But the difficulty still stays in our body. It stays in our emotional space. So an important part is when we are being present is also to learn how to be present with the difficulties in a way that we don't drown in whatever is opening up emotionally for us, because sometimes when we're going through an extreme emotion, we can feel like we're really drowning in it. Sometimes, for example, grief, anger, completely entangled in the emotion and completely helpless in the emotion. And the other extreme that we go through is we block it completely. So here we learn a middle ground is how to pay attention to it in a way that can reveal why it's here, so that you can get some meaning and purpose through it, and also to get some insight, and also to be able to heal it in some way. Recently, about 2 months ago, we were in Uttarakhand. I had led a retreat, a meditation retreat, which included also walks in the forest, which were lovely. And some of us here enjoyed we were really blessed to enjoy some beautiful walks in the Binsar Wildlife Sanctuary. And we had a wonderful guide with us. Her name is Pallavi. And she would often show us nuances of the forest. So she taught us something really interesting about the trees. So some of the trees, what we noticed was there was like a hollow in the center of the trees. And she told us what the hollow really meant. She said that sometimes the trees also go through early childhood trauma. And like that, maybe they lose a branch or some parts of the tree fall off. And when they go through that, a hollow is formed in the bark of the tree. So even though the tree is big, you can still see the wounding from the early childhood. But she said there's something very beautiful about the wound also, because because it's like a hollow place in the bark of the tree, it becomes a place of shelter for many other creatures. So many other creatures can come and take rest in it, which I found as a very beautiful metaphor for how our wounding can also can reveal gifts to us and can reveal gifts to the world. So having that beautiful insight, let's go into practice. And today we will offer compassion, the balm of compassion, the balm of love, and the balm of care to any of the wounds that might be surfacing during this time. Because the collective, there's so much going on, it's very natural for each of us to be activated in some way, to feel some kind of wounding of ourselves, of others. So we'll take care of that and uh, enjoy it, enjoy the practice. So let's begin. Please take a moment to adjust your posture in a way that you can sit comfortably for the next half an hour or so. We'll do a little breathing exercise followed by a practice, so not a very long meditation. So make the necessary adjustments. It will be helpful if, for those who are sitting, if your spine is a little bit straight, but at the same time, relaxed. You may keep your eyes closed. And those of you who prefer to keep your eyes open, you can keep them partially open and keep your gaze resting 3 feet in front of you on the floor, so that your eyes are not looking here and there or looking at everybody else on this call. Just ease back. Let's begin by simply setting an intention for the practice. And a motivation for the practice. So it can be something like, my intention is to nurture peace and calm, or to care for my well being, or my practice is for the well being of all beings, for everybody else to benefit, for the enlightenment or salvation of everyone. So it can be very helpful sometimes when we are examining our motivation to also expand whatever we do for the benefit of everyone. So may my practice be of service to all. You may even also choose to sit or choose to meditate on behalf of other people. You can choose to sit for your mother, or your dear father, or to all the health workers. So you can meditate on the behalf of so many other people. So take a moment to reflect like this. And as you take a pause, simply just notice how you're breathing. The breath is a wonderful indicator to how we're doing psychologically as well. Our breath is really shallow and tight. It means that we are stressed, or we're going through something tough, or we're anxious, or we're rushed. And if the breath is smooth and easy, it means that we are relaxed, peaceful. So simply by noticing the breath will automatically start to deepen. So don't worry too much about it. All you need to do is notice. It's like when somebody you love enters a room, your eyes light up and you look at your friend and you smile and you notice your friend with your eyes, and your friend feels so received by just that one look. So simply just notice your breath like you're meeting a very old friend after a long time. Feel your breathing. And simply visualize now that as you're breathing in, a beautiful white light enters your whole body. And as you breathe out, imagine all the tension and difficulties that you're holding in your body are released through a dark light. So as you breathe in, you imagine a white light entering every part of your body. And as you exhale, you visualize a dark light leaving your body. And don't worry too much about releasing the dark light into the atmosphere. The atmosphere has the immense capacity to transform it. So slowly start to add to your lungs capacity. Deepen your breathing and breathe in this beautiful white light. And as you exhale slowly and deeply. Release all your darkness through the exhale. So please try 3 breaths like this on your own, where you visualize the light and you feel it. So please do it at your own pace for just 3 breaths. On the inhale, a rejuvenation. On the exhale, a release. And now simply sense wherever you have any kind of pain or tension or illness in the body, and simply take 3 deep breaths into that part of the body, visualizing a beautiful, pristine white light. And as you exhale, release all the stress and tension that you're holding in that part of the body. Breathing out through the mouth, releasing all the darkness. And let your body relax. So please do this at your own pace. With the inhalation, a rejuvenation, and on the exhalation, a relaxation. In the next 3 breaths, please expand the breath to the whole body. So visualize as you're breathing in this beautiful healing white light. It's going to every cell and every corner of your body. And as you exhale, all the tension from every part of your body and every cell is being released. So let go, let go, let go. Enjoy 3 deep breaths at your own pace, breathing into the whole body. Simply now reflect and see where you're holding any emotional stress. And you may experience it again in your physiology, or maybe just in your psyche. So please take 3 breaths into the places where you feel the emotional difficulty. Breathing in healing white light and exhaling a dark light out. Inviting your emotional tension to ease. So please do this at your own pace for 3 breaths. And the last 3 breaths, I leave it up to you to choose any place where you feel tight or stuck. Breathe into that for 3 breaths. Breathing in a white, healing light, exhaling a dark light. And allow your breath to resume its natural flow. Notice how you're feeling after just pausing, checking on your breath, caring for your breath, caring for your mind, your body, your psyche. Notice how you feel. Now we will begin the meditation practice. So if you want to move, you can. If you want to adjust your posture, you can. We're going to practice something healing for our wounding today. This practice is inspired from Jack Confield, a great meditation teacher in the West. Take a moment now to simply just notice how you are feeling and to notice any difficulty you are experiencing in your life. Choose one wound that you might want to work with. When I say wound, it could be, of course, a physical wound, it could be an emotional wound. So it could be a physical illness, or it could be just some emotional difficulty like grief or anxiety or some heartbreak, some difficulty you're facing. So take a moment to just reflect and connect with that. Something that you want healed within yourself. And simply notice how you experience this wound. How does it feel in your body? How does it feel emotionally? So take a moment to just allow it to surface. Very important to tell yourself that this is not a permanent feeling. I'm just contacting it with love. It's like if a little child, a little baby, was crying a lot in pain. We would not shout at it typically. Most of us, some people might, but most of us, our heart would really open, and we would pick up the little child and hold it closely to our heart and comfort the child. So just imagine that this little wound, whatever it might be, is like a little child that is just crying for your love and comfort. That's all it needs. So having that kind of attitude will help you to meet it without drowning in it, without blocking it. And to also see that this wound is not really you, it's just something that's there. Just like if you had a scratch on your hand, you would not say, I'm the scratch. You would say, there is a scratch, or there is a hurt on my hand. So, similarly, with any illness or emotional wounds, learn to watch it with a little bit of distance, knowing that that's not who you are, but that's just something that's passing through your psyche. So I'll be silent for a minute so that you can just make full contact. And this is an important part of the process. Make full contact with whatever wounding you have invited to heal in the session today. Now, simply we will wish for ourselves to be healed, or for the wound to even reveal its insight and gift to us. So, in your own mind and your own heart, you simply say, may I love myself. May I accept and love myself through this woundedness. May I provide all the nurture and care that my wound requires. And may my wounding reveal to me insight or learning for myself and my growth. And in case some of you are feeling a bit overwhelmed, you can simply place your hand on your heart, like we did last weekend. We learned different kinds of self-compassionate touch. If it's too overwhelming, you can open your eyes and look around the room to just ground yourself. Just notice, what is it like to meet your pain with love and acceptance. And drop all self judgment and self criticism. Any stories in your head of criticism and judgment, please drop them. Just meet this woundedness with acceptance and love, which is deeply healing. Notice what it feels like to offer yourself love. Might feel unnatural. Some it might feel really soothing and healing. And you can ask this question to your wound. What do you need from me? What can I do for you? And see what answer you get. What can I do for you today to care for you? What do you need from me today that I can offer you? Ask this question. Some of you may get an answer, some of you may not get an answer. That's okay. You can ask it one more question. What purpose do you serve in my life? What gift are you revealing to me? What purpose do you serve in my life? What gift are you revealing to me? You may get an answer, you may not get an answer. Both are okay. Sometimes the answer is revealed to us immediately, and sometimes it comes to us later, maybe in our dreams, or in the day. Mm. And now we will invite more powerful healing from the outside as well. So please imagine that you are standing in a circle, but you are in the center of the circle of people. And choose 6 people who you would want to receive love and healing from. And these are 6 people who really care, embodiments of of deep love and compassion. They can be people you know, it can be people you don't know, it can be like mythological figures, saints, gods, goddesses, gurus. So in your circle, you can have a balance of all. And if you don't want to have six, you want to have lesser people, like three or four, that's also okay. So take a moment. And these are people who, or beings, or avatars who you really would like to receive healing from. So take a minute to visualize six of them standing around you, and you're standing in the center. And they're all looking at you with very kind and loving eyes. And they're all wishing for you to be well, to be healthy, to be strong, to be happy, to be healed. They all have good intentions for you. Allow your heart to receive from all of them. So take a moment to just feel this, where you're standing in the center of the circle, and all six of them are looking at you very affectionately, very lovingly, with beautiful intentions for your life, for you. And receive that in the center of your chest, in your heart. You'll start to feel warm, you'll start to feel something glowing. And now you will go up to each of them, and you will just spend 3 breaths in front of each of these six. So you will stand and you will breathe in the love and healing they're giving you into wherever you need it in your psyche, on your body, on your emotional space, into this wound that we've been working with. So breathe it into the wound. Exhale and do that 3 times in front of each of these beings. Breathing in the love and the healing from them. Breathing out. And as you breathe out, you can share this love with everybody else in this world who has the same wound like you. So you're sharing this healing because there are many of us who are suffering right now, and you're not the only one. So, whatever wound it is, so breathing in the love from each person 3 times, the healing. And as you breathe out, wish it for all those who are in your same situation. 3 breaths in front of each of these. So 6 people, that would be 18 breaths. And please do this at your own pace. I will be silent. And those of you who have a reduced lung capacity, you don't have to take a very deep breath. You can just breathe a normal breath. Don't exert yourself. So please begin and really enjoy and really share the blessings with everybody else in your situation too. Breathing in, I receive. Breathing out, I share. And really connect with each being that's in your circle. Look them in the eyes. Really feel their presence in your heart. Really feel the healing that you're receiving. And powerfully share that with everyone in your situation. And return back to the center of the circle. Notice how you feel, how you've shifted. It can be quite a powerful feeling, quite a healing feeling, quite a liberating feeling. And choose one person now from this circle who you look up to the most. And they walk towards you and they have a gift in their hand, and the gift is for further healing of your wound. Take a moment to receive that and open it and just see what symbol or what it really is and what meaning it may have for your wound. This is like a special gift that you're receiving to heal yourself further. And allow yourself to receive it. Maybe you might immediately get a symbol and you might see it. And if you don't, also, that's fine. It might take some time. And the gift might make immediate sense to you. And if it doesn't make immediate sense, you can sit with it and the answer will reveal itself to you in the course of the day. This is a gift for further healing of your wound to empower you in some way. Simply notice now again how you feel receiving this gift, receiving all this beautiful energy, all these loving intentions. how it feels also to notice that there are many others in the world like you, and how does it feel to also hold them in your healing process. And the last part of the practice is where imagine that the circle around you is surrounded by all the healers of the world, all the saints, all the shamans, the bodhisattvas. So, around your circle, completely surrounded by all the saints, all the healers, all the shamans. And they're directing all the healing towards you. And you're receiving all the healing. And you're also sharing this healing with everybody else on earth, sharing these blessings with everyone else who you're remembering that needs it. Maybe there could be specific people in your family or circle, or it could just be everybody. So, last few minutes of our practice, really feel this beautiful energy coming in, these beautiful blessings and intentions coming into you, and you're sharing it with everybody else. And if some of you are simply finding it hard to visualize the healers or the shamans, the bodhisattvas, simply just spend a few minutes having loving thoughts and loving wishes for people in your life, people in the world who need it. So, in case you're atheists and you might not believe in this, that's also fine. You can just spend a few minutes just simply having affectionate thoughts and blessing everybody else. It's good for your nervous system, it's good for your body, scientifically as well. So, receiving the healing and sending it out. Now be quiet so you can enjoy it. Another 2 minutes. It's like a beam of light coming in. And you can say, I receive all this, all the blessings abundantly. I receive all the healing abundantly. I share the blessings abundantly. And I share the blessings infinitely to all beings. And you may please bring your hands in prayer position, place them around your heart. Just offering gratitude to yourself for caring for parts of you that needed attention. Offering gratitude to everybody who's here this morning. Mari, Jean, and Shefali for helping us put this together. All the causes and conditions that have helped us to practice, to meditate. And anything you may have benefited from, notice that and wish this benefit to everybody else also. Everybody else in the world who's in the same situation. So the last part is just always spending in gratitude and also sharing benefits with others. Take a nice, lovely, long, deep breath. Smile on your face. Please rub your palms together. Place them on your eyes. Just rest them here for a few seconds. Place them now on any part of your body that requires some kind of support. Anywhere you like. And gently open your eyes. Thank you. So we're gonna end as usual with a song. And I've been in the Beatles state of mind. Thank you. We're going to enjoy the song Let It Be. So those of you who have to go to the next thing and you want to miss the song, you can. Like how I missed the dosa. But if you like, stay back and sing along. Unmute yourself and sing along. It's a very beautiful song by the Beatles called Let It Be. And Shefali is going to help play it because I don't have my laptop and I'm on my phone. And we're sharing it with lyrics, basically, so that we can all sing along. So please let me not be the only.
We are starting tomorrow. Please.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mesh.
Have a beautiful,
Thank you, Michelle.
blessed
Have a beautiful Sunday, everyone.
Thank you,
Take care.
Michelle.
Lots of love and
Thank you,
kisses.
Michelle.
This was lovely. Thank you
See you
for
next
sharing.
Sunday.
Coming? We vaccinated.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm seeing all your messages.
Do that.
Thank you, Shefali. Thank you, Mari Jean. Bye.
It was very nice, Michelle. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone's messaging, so I'm just able to see that. Luckily,
You
I'm
are?
grateful. Yeah, it's like popping up, so it's really nice that I can see it.
Thanks, Michelle. A very unusual and unique experience. Thank you, Mari Jean, Shefali. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
God bless you too.
Thank you, Peter. Okay, Shefali, we'll touch base with you later. Thank you. Have a lovely Sunday. And thank you so much for just helping out and
I'll touch base
organizing all
with
of
you.
this.
But you also rested. I didn't realize you had construction happening. And
I have lots of renovations actually. The whole from April. So today is a bit of a mess. So that's why I had to leave the house. But I will go back now.
Thank you so much for still doing this and being committed to it because it's hard.
I love it. I just love being here. It's so fulfilling for me too.
Yes, it was
Feels really nice for me.
I really enjoyed doing all 4 sessions, and it was very nice. It was one of the things I thought of doing, and it worked out. So it was amazing.
That's really nice. Beautiful intention. Thanks for.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle.
Okay. Bye. Touch base later.
Bye. Yes.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you.
Mm.